Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Eric with Morris 4x4 Center, coming at you from our annual Jeep event. This is the 3rd year running. And today we are talking with John Robinson from Aries. They've got a lot of new products that they want to talk about, and we'll show them to you here. So, John, tell us what's going on.
Thank you, Eric. We've got some new bumpers out this year. We've got 20 different configurations between aluminum and steel. You order it, one part number, you get everything as you see it.
Okay, and so 20 configurations. So this is a modular bumper?
Yes, sir. Sure is.
Wow.
And that's what's so nice about it. You start with a center section, and then you move to your outer section, and then you move to a stinger. This particular stinger, or we make one that's round, allowed 2-inch tubing.
Okay, awesome. Now, I was looking at the magazine earlier. I saw a couple of like LED lights that you could get with this.
Yes, too? Yes. On this particular bumper, it would mount right here on the edge. It's a flush mount LED that would recess in there. It comes already mounted, ready to go when you get your bumper. Okay, now do they come with the bumper or are they separate? No, they come with the bumper. One part number, get anything in that picture. Okay, wow, that's awesome, guys.
Moving on to the rear bumper, do you also offer a modular configuration with that?
Yes, we do. We make it in aluminum or steel. Both of these are aluminum for lightweight.
Right.
It cuts the weight down probably close to 75 to 80 pounds versus a steel. And it is a modular. So you got the wrap around the ends, or you can just cap it off. For the show today, we chose to wrap it all the way.
Okay, yeah, the full width definitely is popular, definitely among JK owners as well. And also coming in aluminum, I mean, saving 80 pounds of bumper, I mean, Jeeps don't exactly get the best gas mileage, so that's awesome. It's great to know that you've got that customability as well as your option between steel or aluminum. That's great.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to mention about a rear bumper is right here on the bottom, we do put a little notch in there, so if you have a tow package on your Jeep, you still can use it. You will not have to take it off or lose it. We want you to be able to tow with your Jeep going down the road.
Oh, that's perfect. Actually, you know, again, I've said it 100 times, I come from a sales background. I know a lot of customers, they want to keep that factory hitch because it's mounted right there to the frame, so you don't lose any of your factory tow capacity. So that's definitely huge, because not every bumper is built the same, and the guys that put a hitch on the bumper, you kind of sacrifice some tongue weight and towing capacity because it's not actually built up to, like, let's say a class 3 standard. So
that's correct.
That's definitely awesome. I really like that. Thank you so much for talking about it.
Yep.
All right, so John, you know, the Aries fender flares have been really popular. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Some people may not be too familiar with it.
Sure. We make 2 styles. We make it already textured black finish powder coat or raw. And it's always aluminum, so it's lightweight. You're not weighting your Jeep down. Well, we have a new product coming out at the end of May, 1st of June. Is a inner fender for the front. That way, when you put the aftermarket on, you have to remove the plastic liner from the factory.
Right.
This will hide your engine compartment, keeps dirt and water from getting in there. Plus, it just a cleaner look.
Yeah,
that's coming soon. They can go ahead and place their order today with Morris and put them on back order, and they'll be first one to get one when we do get them in.
Yeah, awesome. You guys, that's going to complement Aries fender flares so well. I mean, they're definitely popular. If you haven't seen them, of course, you can go to our website and check them out, www.morris4x4center.com.
Yep.
I'll make sure we get the inner fenders on there so you guys can take a look at those as well. So, awesome compliment to that. It really fills in the Jeep nicely. All right, so John, the Aries steps have been really popular here at Morris 4x4 Center. Looks like you got some, like a new offering that I'm not too familiar with.
We do, Eric. We got a couple of new ones. We'll start at the top. This is a rocker step. It's was designed for the Jeeps last year. Had such a great demand. We rolled it out for about 15 truck applications. Could not keep them in stock. People just, you know, they just loved the way they were high tight to the body of the Jeep. Plus, it gives you a nice 3-inch wide step plate here also. So made out of steel, so it's durable if you go off-road, rock crawling and stuff like that. The step below is our 4-inch aluminum big step.
Yep, definitely familiar with those.
Definitely familiar. Another one you're probably not as familiar with is a new one out last year called a Vantage. Nice thing is it's made out of all aluminum, so it's very lightweight. We have 4 different links. You buy the brackets for your vehicle.
Okay.
So easy stocking for Morris. You don't have a bunch of inventory tied up. You buy 4 or 5 different sizes, and then you buy the brackets.
Okay, perfect. We'll do all that math for you. We'll have one part number ready to go. So don't worry about picking out the brackets. We like to do that for you.
That's correct.
So, don't worry, guys. But
kit it together.
Yep, I definitely like that step. I like this little guard you have on the top for traction. That looks really nice.
Yes, and the nice thing about it, just like it is in the display here, if it was a crew cab truck or 4-door Jeep, this would run all the way to this edge just like it is here.
Okay.
So it's not just for the crops, it's some full size. It runs out to the end also.
Okay. Now I want to actually backtrack just a second because I'm kind of taking a peek at all these fender flares. Now, this part right here, was this made to go line up with the factory fender flares?
Yes, it runs right into the bottom of the factory fender flare.
Wow, that's awesome. That's almost like what factory does with their plastic side steps. That's really awesome. Aries has taken the time to add those little subtle design cues, so definitely check them out.
Yes.
And of course, you've got the old trusty standard. You've got a nice polished side step on the bottom.
We do. That's Old Reliable. That's our #1 selling step bar in Aries. It's our 4-inch oval. It's made out of 304 stainless steel or mild steel carbon that we black powder coat.
Okay, great. Yeah, actually, I'm glad he mentioned the 304 stainless. It's not the highest grade of stainless, but when it comes to, you know, being outside in the elements and everything, it's definitely going to last a lot longer. You know, some of these cheaper side steps that you see out there are made from 204 stainless steel. So definitely take a look at Aries. If you want that longevity, especially if you live in the salty environments up north or by the beach down here in Florida.
That's
304 is going to be the way to go.
That's right.
All right, so next up the bat, we've got these awesome looking tube doors. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, Eric. The doors are made out of aluminum, so it's very lightweight, easy on, and all 2 bolts. Take factory doors off, slide them right on. One thing I do want to call out is the handle here. We do put a lock on it. We do put the lock on the front and the rear doors. Main reason is for safety. That way, if a kid's riding shotgun or in the back seat, they can't open the door if you lock it with the key from the outside.
Yeah, those pesky little kids.
There you go. You know, the reason I say that you have to lock it or unlock it with the key is we do that for that reason. Once it's locked, you cannot open it from the inside.
Good, that's good.
We also, for the front doors, we do put the 2 holes there. So you can put an aftermarket mirror that they can pick up from Morris, or they can go put their factory mirrors from their doors over to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, those 2 holes look like you can attach a factory mirror to. That's
you
great.
sure can. Sure can.
Also, so let's say you lock the doors and you leave your Jeep. What if I take the nuts off the hinges? Can you still take the doors?
You cannot, because you got it locked. It's locked around the striker here. They'll tear their door up getting it off. That's the other reason for the lock.
Awesome, good. So if you leave your Jeep, run into the store, wherever you're going, your doors will still be there. That's perfect. I really like that a lot.